Alright, so I'm gonna try to give y'all this right quick. I hope my wind ain't too high. And when I say right quick, I mean right quick, because first of all, did nothing happen. And second of all, I don't have much time, because I spend my lunch break actually getting lunch today instead of presenting y'all, excuse me, with this review, because did nothing happen. So, excuse us, I'm real hungry. But I'm Kay Lane, in case you didn't know. Housewives of Atlanta reunion, part 3. All of this could have been a one-part situation, but whatever. So, the men and Peter Thomas come down to the function, and Peter is taking over the role as host while Porsha's talking and Phaedra's talking, and he asking questions and interrupting and whispering, and then he gets up and storms out. And I'm just like, why did you came? What was you here for? Basically, Porsha and Phaedra are Pinky in the brain. Phaedra is the evil mastermind, and Porsha is Pinky. You know, she's just sitting there doing the bidding, basically. The lighting in here is just not the look, but we're gonna let it rock. So, basically, it was a whole bunch of fussing. The whole episode was just fussing. It was, you know, Shamea came and she tried to read, and I'm like, okay, so Kenya not gonna pop up with yes for the rehearsed read to Shamea? Because that was very obviously when she came at Phaedra. And again, I'm not team nobody, but when she came at Phaedra, or told Porsha, you better watch your credit cards and your account numbers and all of that, because you know Phaedra's fraudulent, you know that was rehearsed. Where was the titty shaking then? A mess. All we found out this week was that Kandi and Porsha are bisexual. Found out. We've been new. And Porsha claimed to be a journalist. That was new information. But really, didn't nothing happen. This didn't have to be 4 parts. I feel cheated out of a month of Sundays. Literally a month of Sundays. But it's supposed to get juicy next week, so that was the real. I don't have the energy because didn't nothing happen, and I'm so annoyed. But yeah, that was basically the main thing was Peter acting a fool and Kandi asking Phaedra, did they ever have sex? And Phaedra giving, no, we did not. And then Shamea trying to read the girls. That's all that happened. If you want a more in-depth review, I'm sure Lady Nika's reviewing it. James Caldwell probably reviewed it. Ashley Miller almost definitely reviewed it. I don't know if Random TV reviews and the girls. It's just literally her, just Lynette. She I don't know if she's been doing the reunion. I don't recall. Miss Honey, I think she does a reunion on it. So y'all check them out for more in-depth information. I just don't have it in my spirit to do. I'm finna swing right back through and give y'all, you know what? I'm gonna give you Potomac right now. Charrisse says she's moving, and I'm sitting here like, whatever happened to the champagne room? You gonna build the champagne room and then move, or you gonna move and then build the champagne room? Those were my only concerns. Robyn swings by and helps Ashley with the restaurant. Let me see how much time I got while I'm out here. Okay, yeah. Robyn swings by and helps Ashley with the restaurant, and she's giving, you know, you need to do media and this, that, the other. And DC Pride is coming up, and I'm like, uh-oh, DC Pride, me and Kevin from Greenleaf gonna be out there, you know, scouring for men. Well, I won't be scouring for men, but I'm gonna be Kevin's wing woman out there. Little piece of bacon got back in my throat. I'm eating these fries, these cheese fries, and y'all don't care. Karen and her sister that look just like her but cuter, they picking up a cake for their mama's 70th birthday, and I was shook. But when Karen said my mama's turning 70, my mama said, that's all? And I said, oh my God, because we sitting here thinking Karen is like, oh, I thought Karen was 70. Whatever though. But yeah, Karen's sister looks just like her, but the cute one, the cute version. Then Charrisse has this little party, and she swings in, and you know, it's like I'm dropping one of my names, and everybody's looking like, okay. And Juan and Robyn come by, and then Monique and Chris come by. Juan is literally just there for free food. Juan keeps showing up to these functions for free food, and Robyn is like, oh well, he's gone to 2 events with me in 1 week, and this is a good sign. And I'm like, Robyn, no ma'am, no. All that bleach on your head is contaminating. You're not thinking clearly, sis. He don't want you. Anyway, we get over to Karen's mama's 70th birthday party, and her mom has early onset dementia, but she seemed to be having a good day. She knew who everybody was, and Karen asked her who was older, you know, her mama or her husband. I can't remember his name right now, not Peter Thomas. And mama says, not Peter Thomas. And I asked him what he was doing with my young girl, and then he goes off into how he saw her out in the field chopping tobacco. And I'm like, so she is old enough to be a slave. And then she goes on to talk about how she's a house nigga and not a slave, outside, you know, nigga. And I'm like, she didn't say it like that, but you know, you get the gist. And then we get to Monique's house. They having a little cookout dinner, and Chris is barbecuing up the meat, and Monique is, you know, filleting the fish. I don't know, she made the sides and the cornbread. And Gizelle comes through. You know, Ashley was already there. Karen came, and you know, because Karen already likes Monique. But then Gizelle comes in. She's got, you know, this fly little coat on, and she comes in with her pocket gay. And we see her. I don't know if she's meeting Chris. I think this is her meeting Chris for the first time. Chris, he eating their food, so he puts his elbow up, you know, instead of extending his hand, because, you know, his hand's sticky and all that. She high-fives his elbow. I'm like, Gizelle, go home. You don't know how to be black. But she gets there, her and her pocket gay are whispering, and then Monique's friend is like, y'all are rude to be whispering in this woman's house. And she was like, Gizelle and her little pocket gay, something bad is going on. There's a lot of sirens. Gizelle and her pocket gay are out, you know, talking about, we were talking about the decorations and how nice everything is. And I'm like, you may have, but that's not what they showed us on the screen. And Monique comes in, and her friend, featuring her friend's wig, because that wig was not needed. She comes in and she's giving, oh, is that a space? I may move my car. She's giving very, to Monique, you know, these girls were talking about you and whispering. And Monique comes in with, what whispers? And then Gizelle gets very defensive, and she's giving, you know, I wasn't whispering about, we was talking about the house and da-da-da-da-da. Her little gay is, you know, slightly rowdy, but they kept it all low voices. And all in all, Monique kicks her out, and she said she gonna go to KFC and get her some seasoned chicken. And I'm sitting here like, did you not see that Lowry's on the counter? She seasoned that chicken, but whatever though. And then what's her name? Ashley comes out, and, or I don't remember if this was in the house or outside the house, but Ashley expresses to Gizelle that Juan is seeing somebody, and then they go call Robyn and tell Robyn that Juan is seeing somebody, and Robyn is like, we don't go together, so he can. And I'm like, you sure? Because you really hopeful in all of this. But Robyn had a face of, why is she in my teeth? And that's the face I had, like, why is she in this woman's teeth? But yeah, that happened. And then Charrisse comes through, and she crying, and I'm just like, what is going on? But yeah, Potomac was much more interesting than the Housewives of Atlanta. I'll try to present y'all with something better next week, but this is all I got today. I gotta get back into work. My coworker is about to leave, and I don't want to hold her up, so I'll holler.